It started as an ordinary Wednesday evening. I was sitting in the living room, catching up on some work emails while my wife, Lisa, was in the kitchen making dinner. The sound of her humming and the faint clatter of pots and pans created a cozy background. Little did I know this night would change everything. My phone buzzed, breaking my concentration. It was a text from Lisa. I opened it absent-mindedly, expecting her to ask something mundane about groceries or dinner. Instead, the message froze me in my tracks. "Can't wait to see you tomorrow, babe. Last night was incredible." My heart stopped. For a second, I convinced myself it was a mistake, some odd autocorrect or a wrong number situation. But the reality hit me like a freight train when another message quickly followed. "Sorry, wrong person. Ignore that." The words felt like acid on my skin. I stared at the screen, the weight of her betrayal sinking in. My mind raced. Who was she talking to? How long had this been going on? My hands trembled as I set my phone down. The humming in the kitchen suddenly felt mocking, a cruel soundtrack to the shattering of my reality. I didn't confront her right away. Instead, I decided to play dumb. If she was cheating on me, I needed proof. I wasn't about to let her wiggle out of this with excuses or lies. The thought of confronting her without solid evidence made me sick. I needed a plan, and I needed to stay calm. The next few days were torturous. I'd always prided myself on being observant, but now I scrutinized every little thing Lisa did. Her sudden need to work late or go on girls' nights out, the way she smiled at her phone when she thought I wasn't looking, the guarded way she spoke when she answered certain calls. It was all there clear as day, but I needed concrete proof. I started small. Late one night when she was asleep, I went through her phone. It was locked, of course, but I'd seen her enter the passcode countless times. My stomach churned as I unlocked it and opened her messages. Sure enough, there was a thread with someone named Mark that confirmed everything I feared. The texts were graphic and filled with inside jokes and references to places I'd never heard of. My hands clenched the phone so tightly I thought I might break it. Every word felt like a dagger to my heart, but I kept reading, needing to understand the full scope of her betrayal. The most recent messages detailed plans to meet up again tomorrow afternoon at a hotel downtown. My mind burned with anger, but beneath it was a cold, calculated determination. She wanted to betray me? Fine. But she would regret it. Oh, she would regret it. The next day, I pretended to go to work as usual, kissing Lisa goodbye like everything was normal. Inside, I was seething. I didn't go to the office. Instead, I parked my car a few blocks away from the hotel and waited. Sure enough, around noon, Lisa showed up, dressed far more provocatively than usual. She walked into the hotel without a second glance. I followed her in, keeping my distance. She headed straight for the elevators, and I watched the floor indicator light up as it stopped on the 5th floor. I noted the room number she entered and then left the hotel. My plan was falling into place. Over the next few weeks, I prepared meticulously. Lisa thought she was clever, but her routine was predictable once I started paying attention. She met Mark twice a week, always at the same hotel. She lied effortlessly, smiling in my face while stabbing me in the back. But I bided my time, pretending everything was fine. Every fake smile I gave her felt like a victory, knowing what was coming. I hired a private investigator to gather more evidence. Pictures, videos, anything that could corroborate her affair. The PI was thorough and efficient, and within a week, I had a damning collection of proof. It was time to put my plan into motion. First, I consulted a divorce lawyer. I wanted to make sure I had the upper hand legally. Armed with the evidence, I was assured that things would go in my favor. But I wasn't content with just ending the marriage. I wanted her to feel the pain she'd inflicted on me. And I knew exactly how to do it. Lisa and I had a joint savings account with a significant amount of money. Over the years, we'd saved for vacations, emergencies, and future plans. Quietly, I began transferring small amounts to an account in my name. Nothing noticeable at first, just enough to ensure she couldn't accuse me of anything shady later. By the time I was done, the joint account was nearly empty. Next, I planned the grand reveal. Lisa's birthday was coming up, and she'd been hinting for weeks about wanting to throw a big party. I played along, pretending to be the doting husband. We invited friends and family, rented a venue, and organized catering. She was thrilled, oblivious to the storm brewing. The night of the party arrived. The venue was packed with our closest friends and family. Lisa was glowing, basking in the attention. I gave a heartfelt speech about how much she meant to me, how she was the love of my life, and how I couldn't imagine life without her. Tears welled up in her eyes as everyone applauded. Then I pulled out a USB drive. Before we continue, I said I have a special video to share, something that truly captures our relationship. The lights dimmed and the projector came to life. At first, it was a montage of happy memories, our wedding day, vacations, silly moments at home. Lisa beamed, holding my hand. But then the footage changed. Pictures of her entering the hotel with Mark, videos of them kissing in the parking lot, screenshots of their explicit texts. Gasps filled the room as the reality of what they were seeing sank in. Lisa's face turned ashen. She tried to grab my arm, but I stepped away. This, I said, my voice steady, is the woman I've been married to. The woman who's been lying to me and betraying me. The room erupted into chaos. Lisa stammered, trying to explain, but there was nothing she could say to undo the damage. Her parents looked horrified, her friends whispered behind their hands, and Mark's name was on everyone's lips. I left the party after that, leaving her to deal with the fallout. I'd already packed my things and filed for divorce. By the time she got home, I was gone. The divorce proceedings were swift. Lisa tried to apologize, to beg for forgiveness, but I was done. She didn't just cheat on me, she shattered my trust and humiliated me. I wasn't about to let her back into my life. In the end, I got the house, the majority of our assets, and a sense of closure. Lisa, on the other hand, lost everything: her reputation, her stability, and her carefully crafted facade. I heard through mutual friends that Mark dumped her shortly after the party. Apparently, he wasn't interested in a serious relationship. As for me, I've moved on. It took time, therapy, and a lot of self-reflection, but I'm in a better place now. Lisa's betrayal was a painful chapter in my life, but it taught me a lot about resilience and self-worth. Sometimes I wonder if she regrets it, if she ever thinks about that text, the one she sent to the wrong person, and how it unraveled everything. But then I remind myself that her regrets aren't my concern anymore. I'm free, and that's all that matters. Thanks for watching Story Voyage. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to join us for more incredible stories. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an adventure. See you in the next tale.